I never believed the stories about living warships. Every empire has myths. Ancient legends repeated so many times that eventually people stopped questioning them. The royal fleet had dozens of them. Ghost fleets appearing inside dead star systems. Ships that refused unauthorized captains. Ancient battlecruisers that supposedly remembered old wars. But the strangest story of all was about the resonant thrones. Living royal warships connected to the bloodline of the queen herself. Ships that didn't just obey commands. They chose people. Personally, I thought all of it sounded ridiculous. Until the day one of those ships answered my voice. My name is Elias Ward. Human. Systems Maintenance Specialist. Temporary contract worker aboard the royal warship Eclipser. And according to everyone around me, the least important person on the entire ship. Which honestly suited me perfectly. The Eclipser wasn't normal even by royal standards. The moment I boarded, something felt wrong. Not dangerous. Just aware. The walls subtly shifted temperature depending on movement. Hallway lights reacted before people entered rooms. Doors opened too smoothly. Too intelligently. At first I assumed it was advanced automation. Then I noticed something disturbing. The ship occasionally reacted before systems received commands. Like it predicted intentions. That should have terrified me more than it did. But after enough years working around experimental technology, you learn not to ask too many questions. Especially on royal contracts. The Eclipser itself was enormous. A black warship shaped almost like a blade cutting through space. No visible weapons on most sections. No external armor plating like traditional battleships. Just smooth dark material that absorbed light strangely. Even veteran crew members acted differently aboard it. Quiet. Respectful. Careful. Nobody slammed equipment down. Nobody shouted unnecessarily. It felt less like serving on a military vessel. And more like living inside a sacred temple. Naturally, that made me deeply uncomfortable. My assignment was simple. Calibrate lower harmonic stabilization systems during the ship's long-range deployment cycle. Boring technical work. Exactly how I liked it. For the first few weeks, everything stayed normal. Well, as normal as life aboard a living royal warship could be. Then I started noticing strange things. The ship reacted oddly whenever I entered certain sectors. Wall interfaces activated automatically near me. Unresponsive systems suddenly corrected themselves. One broken resonance panel I'd spent 3 hours repairing mysteriously fixed itself the moment I touched it. At first, I blamed faulty diagnostics. Then came the whispers. Crew members started watching me. Not openly. Just enough to notice. Conversations stopped when I entered rooms. 2 engineers abruptly left a maintenance chamber after seeing me access a harmonic console. One officer actually made a protective gesture against his chest while passing me in the corridor. That was when I realized something was very wrong. Unfortunately, I made the mistake of asking questions. Why is everyone acting weird around me? The senior technician beside me froze. Then carefully checked whether anyone else was nearby. You should avoid asking that publicly. That answer helped absolutely nothing. Avoid asking what publicly? He lowered his voice further. The ship notices people. I stared at him. That sentence explains nothing. He hesitated. Then finally whispered. The Eclipser has not reacted to anyone in decades. I laughed awkwardly. Reacted how? But he didn't answer. Instead, he quietly left the room. Which honestly made everything far more unsettling. A few days later, I was assigned routine maintenance near the lower resonance chambers. And that's when everything changed forever. The resonance chamber sat deep inside the center of the warship. A massive circular structure filled with dark metallic pillars stretching upward beyond sight. The entire room vibrated softly. Not mechanical vibration. Something deeper. Almost musical. Like the ship itself had a heartbeat. I was alone during the diagnostic cycle. Just me and the low humming resonance surrounding the chamber. At first I worked normally, running scans, adjusting harmonic relays, checking energy flow. Then eventually, I got bored. And whenever I get bored, I sing. Not professionally, not well. Just random old Earth songs while working. Helps pass time. So without thinking about it, I started humming quietly while recalibrating one of the lower resonance arrays. Just absent-mindedly, softly, casually. Then the entire chamber responded. Every light in the room activated simultaneously. The humming beneath the floor deepened instantly. The metallic pillars surrounding me vibrated with harmonic resonance. And the ship, because suddenly, all the strange system reactions made sense. The ship wasn't reacting to authority, or status, or royal blood. It reacted to sincerity, curiosity, emotion. The same reason I talk to machines while repairing them. The Queen stepped closer slowly. For centuries the Eclipser remained silent. The low harmonic pulse beneath the chamber echoed softly around us. Then it heard your voice. I looked away awkwardly. I still think this whole situation is insane. That changes nothing. Another silence followed. Then quietly, very quietly, she added, neither does the fact that the ship chose before I did. My heart nearly stopped, because suddenly I realized something horrifying. The crew hadn't knelt because of fear. They knelt because in the eyes of the living warship itself, I belonged beside the Queen. And somewhere deep within the Eclipser, the ancient resonance answered again. For more mind-blowing sci-fi stories like this, subscribe to Astro Cipher Hindi.